Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Lady Liz here. Thanks for 57 subscribers. Please get me to 1K subscribers. New videos every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Turn on post notifications so you don't miss when I post a video. So, today is a very special day for me, and I'm going to tell you why. Today's St. Patrick's Day. It's Friday, March 17th, 2023. I'm 16, but something 16 years ago, something amazing happened to me. I'm so excited about it. But first off, in Massachusetts, St. Patrick's Day is kind of a big deal. We do like what the rest of the country does. We do maybe like it's St. Patrick's Day parade. I don't know if the rest of the country does that in Boston. And Boston doesn't have school. And we get like corned beef and cabbage, which I'm going out for that tonight with my mother. I had a half day of school today. And yeah, and today was the day that the British left Boston in 1776. But enough of that. Enough of me going off on a tangent. So today, St. Patrick's Day 16 years ago was the day I got brought home from the hospital as a newborn. I'm so excited to share this with you guys. I haven't told you that yet because I want to wait till today because today is the anniversary, the 16th anniversary of me getting brought home from the hospital. Yeah, 16 years. It's been 16 years since I've been home from the hospital as a newborn, and I just can't believe it. I feel like I was just brought home yesterday as a newborn, but I wasn't. 16 years sounds like a long time ago, but if you think about it, it really wasn't. So, 16 years ago was 2007, so, it's just, yeah. I was born the 7th of March, brought home 10 days later. Happened to be St. Patrick's Day. So, yeah. But yeah. So I was born March 7th. So here's my birth story. I was born March 7th, 2007 to my parents and to my mother and my father. And I just finally, the other day, I finally saw my birth certificate, which I'm giving a copy of it to work, like a copy of it. Because my actual birth certificate is like somewhere private. But saw a copy of it because I got my work permit renewed for 16 and 17-year-olds. And I have to renew it again next year, and then once I turn 18, I don't have to renew it. Because I won't be a minor anymore. But anyway, I have to give it to my supervisor tomorrow, my work supervisor, because I work tomorrow from 3 to 7 p.m. But anyway, so I was born March 7, 2007, and I stayed in the hospital for 10 days. I couldn't go home right away because when I was born, a newborn, I weighed, right when I came out of my mother's belly, I weighed 4 pounds 8 ounces because I saw a picture on my my MacBook about it because she has pictures from all the way back from when I was a newborn. And even before, I think even before I was born, maybe. But anyway, yeah, I saw on the picture on the scale, it said I weighed 4 pounds 8 ounces. But then the next time they weighed me, I weighed 4 pounds 5 ounces. But on my birth certificate, it doesn't say how much I weighed when they weighed me. But yeah, I was 4 pounds 5 ounces, and I was a small baby. I wasn't too big, I wasn't too small. I was in the middle, but I was small coming out because I had kidney issues when I was born, so that's why they had to get me out a week early. My actual due date, my actual due date was March 14th, a week later, 7 days later. I was supposed to be born March 14th, but I was born a week earlier because they wanted to get me out early because I had kidney issues. And they detected it when my mother was pregnant with me in her ultrasound. So they're like, yeah, your daughter has kidney issues. And then they got me out a week early, which, hey, I'm happy with the 7th because it's the first week of March. So, yeah. So now, the doctors, after my mother gave birth to me, the doctors and nurses told them, your daughter's going to have to stay in the hospital because she has sleep apnea. And I also have to stay in the hospital not only because I had sleep. Please don't judge me for this. This is just my life story as a newborn. I couldn't help any of this. This wasn't under my control. I had no idea what was going on. But yeah, so please don't judge me for this. Just try and understand it because it's something that my personal life experience from when I was a little baby. But anyway, um, yeah, they're like she's gonna have to stay in the hospital. Not only did I have kidney issues, but I was too small to fit in my car seat, my baby car seat, and I wasn't a premature baby, but I think premature is if you come out a months early, but I came out a week early, so I wasn't considered a preemie at all. Yeah, I came out a week early, so but yeah. Then I had sleep apnea. So my dad has sleep apnea, and what sleep apnea is it's this medical condition, and it's associated with sleep because it's called sleep apnea. What sleep apnea is a medical condition where if you're an adult, you might have to wear a CPAP mask, which means like you put it on at night and it helps you sleep. But a lot of people complain about it because they're like, oh my goodness, it's just so uncomfortable. And basically, a sleep apnea is a medical condition related about sleep, where when you go to sleep, you can sleep fine. You may not get a good sleep, but you can sleep. But it's harder for you to breathe because you're sleeping, and you may stop breathing for a little while. And this is I wasn't pronounced dead when they did this because if I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be here in 2023 or at all. But I was every I was a NICU baby. They brought me back to the NICU. I think my parents got to hold me and some of my family members got to hold me. But after my family members got to hold me, they brought me back to the NICU. I don't know why, but they brought me to the NICU, the National Intensive Care Unit. That's what NICU stands for. NICU, National Intensive Care Unit. And I think my parents got to leave the hospital soon after, but I didn't. I had to stay for 10 days. But I think they came in, parents came on and checked on me every day, checked on me. And every night when I was sleeping, I was in a hospital crib. Um, but every night when they put the pacifier in me, I would stop breathing. And one night, March 16th, 2007, they put the pacifier in me. This is what my mother told me. March 16th, 2007, they put the pacifier in me. They wanted to see if I could go the whole night um, with the pacifier. Um, they wanted to, how do I explain this? They wanted to see if I could go the whole night with the pacifier in my mouth and I would breathe throughout the whole night. March 16th, I did that. And the next day, when my parents came to come home, my parents came to get me. The nurses and doctors told me like, yeah, she can go home. I'd gained a little bit of weight, I believe, or something. They picked me up out of my hospital crib and they put me in my baby car seat. They put me in the car and then we went home. After we got home, I um, I they took me out of my car seat and they brought me into the house. Well, after they brought me into the house, they took me out of my car seat. They showed me around the house. They're like, okay, this is your room. And they showed me like where everything was. And I started crying. I didn't cry that much as a baby, but that day I just cried. I started crying. And then um, every time they bring me in that day, I'd start crying. But every time they brought me outside, I'd stop crying. But then I started crying again. So my dad called his mother, my grandmother on his side, saying like baby Elizabeth is crying. What do we do? Because at that time I was called Elizabeth. She's like, oh, baby Elizabeth is crying. I don't know what to do. She just will not stop crying. And she came over. She watched me, and they went out. He didn't mean it. He just asked for advice. He didn't want her to come over. He just said, like, what can we do to make her stop crying? She took that as, oh, like, they must really need my help because my newborn granddaughter is crying. And on my dad's side, I'm the youngest kid, so I just, I'm used to it. But um, she came over. They went out for a corned beef and cabbage, and she calmed me down a little bit, and I fell asleep. And when my parents came home, I was asleep on my grandmother's shoulder. Like something about her just calmed me down. But yeah, so she calmed me down. When they came home, I was asleep on my grandmother's shoulder. True story. You can ask my parents about it, or you can ask my mom about it. It's true. Um, but yeah, so today was 16 years ago. It was the day I got brought home from the hospital. I'm so excited. Corned beef and cabbage is the way I celebrate it every year. Um, it's an Irish meal in the United States. I'm Irish. Well, part of my nationality is Irish because my last name is Irish. But I wasn't born in Ireland. I was born in Massachusetts, but it's just I'm Irish because some of my ancestors came from there. But yeah, so that's all I have to say. But please don't judge me. It's just my thing I went through as a baby. I couldn't help it, And we all have our own life stories as newborns, I'm sure. So it's, it is what it is, but it happened, and I'm glad I'm here and healthy, happy and healthy. But thanks for 57 subscribers. Please get me to 1K subscribers. New videos every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. And I will turn on post notifications so you don't miss a new video, and I will see you guys on Sunday.